Look over here.
Hello and welcome. Plot twist, I'm the one doing the hosting this time.
What?
So welcome to the Cup Podcast, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea and reality, serve it up piping hot, and let us be the first to quench your thirst. So my name is Randy Wild. I am your friendly neighborhood drag performer, and this is my first episode hosting for Look Over Here, y'all.
Congratulations.
I mean, so let's hope, in the words of RuPaul herself, that I don't fuck it up. All right, so let's keep this introduction rolling. Over to Logan.
Hello. Hi. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. Yeah, I wanted to take the season off. No, I'm kidding. I'm tired of hosting. No, I'm very happy to have Randy here hosting Look Over Here for the season, because finally someone more qualified than me to host Look Over Here, because yes, that is the case, that is the truth, that is everything going on. Also with me, as always, my cup mug, period, lonagcreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below, and this lovely QR code up in the top right corner. Go get your merch, go like the store, all those lovely, fabulous, fantastic, wonderful, and lovely things.
Hey, bonsoir tout le monde. It's Micha, your Parisian correspondent, and I'm drinking sugar-free hot chocolate because I'm ready for another season of disagreeing with Randy about fashion.
Well, yes.
So we have a fair amount of looks to go through today, which is I'm excited for. There were some good, some bad, some in between, and some wonders of hot glue. So let's go ahead. Shall we jump into it? Or actually, what are we drinking? Aha! I almost forgot a thing. What are we drinking? I am drinking my morning coffee, and I'm still going through all of the holiday gift cards of Starbucks that were given. So,
Coke Zero, because what else is new?
What else is new? And Misha's already.
I already told. It's hot chocolate.
Already told. It's fine.
Not hot glue. Not hot glue.
And I'm excited because here soon, I'm also going to be a proud owner of a cup mug because I ordered mine yesterday.
Yay!
All right, shall we get into all of this?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's go over here. Aha. Oh, so Athena Dion. So are we going? This is her entrance look.
Yes.
This is given, honestly. This is giving somebody who knows, like, who's been doing drag for a while. The outfit looks really great. She is painted. She is capital P painted, and she is painted for a bar, a dimly lit bar, or a stage that she's going to have people far, far away. Because in the picture, this looks really good. Some of the shots they were going through, I was like, "Ooh, girl, blend." And it's just because that's the nature of, I think, how she's used to painting. But she was not painted soft, but she is still gorgeous.
Yeah, I quite enjoy Athena's aesthetic in general. I'm really excited to see her interpretation for a lot of these runway categories. I really enjoy this entrance look. It's very clean. It's really well done. The headpiece is really lovely. I like the fully exposed shoulder going on. I think that's really fun. And then we've just got the little owl accessory piece. Obviously, she's Athena. Sure, we're going to make the call to the goddess herself. Love it. Wonderful. This is tea for me.
Yeah, I would like to start with a disclaimer that I kind of disagreed with Lana during our review for the entire episode that the dimly lit entrance itself, the new for the season, first one, was kind of a distraction, I think, for many looks. I think many looks would have worked with full lighting on. That said, Athena profited definitely of this dimly lit situation because not only the all pops up more, but her take on the goddess gives it more kind of mechanical vibes. It kind of goes her into some, steampunky, a bit digital lion-esque situation, which would probably not have happened in full lighting. So I really enjoy this look, especially compared to what she did in the episode. Just kidding, not really. But it's hot tea for me. Love this look.
She looks really. All right, so we're going to go on to the next, which is Can You Please Her? Honestly, for Kenya, this is establishing right away that she's a dance queen. I really do love this look. Um, it's like it does really nice things for her body. So usually, if you've seen me on Look Over Here's, and I complain about um no chest padding or things like that, this is a good example of how you can do something without a chest pad but still have it be a breast illusion that looks good. Because if you can see, she contoured her chest to where it's actually so it's actually giving that nice illusion. I really love it. I really love it. The mug is mugging because she is gorgeous. Um, I would have liked something probably a little bit more to help nip her waist in a little bit, but that's my only critique of this. I think she looks really great.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's clean and simple. She mentioned in the midst of her panic over, making the look we will have to talk about later, that she made this, and I think it's really fun to see her sewing skills on display in a positive light. So I'm excited to highlight just how good those skills are. This color is just stunning on her, and I think what we've seen so far, minus the bad look we will talk about later, is she does have a really great understanding of her body in drag. I completely agree with you on that, Randy. The color is great. She knows what looks good on her. I love the tie in the front as well, just giving a little bit of cinch to the body. It's tea for me. I really enjoy it.
Surprise. I'm actually agreeing with Randy more than with Logan on this one. I actually enjoy almost all of this except for the tie, especially given how long its ties are. It's kind of given this Roxy Andrews Lucy Goosey situation from season 5 Perfume Challenge. A bit. I just wish they were either cut completely short. It was just like something a bow tie, and the tie itself, cinching her, would have been somewhat different color, maybe from the same color palette, maybe some aquamarine or sky blue, something like this. That said, the color looks so good on her, and I totally agree that the way her chest looks, it didn't need any additional padding because the structure, the figure overall looks great. This is absolutely tea for me. Yeah, love this color on her skin.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we're going to agree on things, Micha, when things are good, when things look good on people. Because this looks fabulous on her. Next person is mind is blanking.
Nini, Coco.
Nini Coco. I am bad at names. I loved this. This look is weird and it's fun, and I absolutely love it. Like, it goes to show it's like coming out in the little like mini rain slicker and to being the rainbow. I thought was so good. Also, it does show it does show her sewing and design prowess right off the top because of the fact of stretch fabrics. Sewing with stretch fabrics is a nightmare. Absolute freaking
let alone
nightmare.
Latex. This is all latex work.
Oh, it's all latex? Okay,
it's
even
latex
more so.
work, yeah.
Yeah, even more so. That's fucking hard. And then B, also then having like the boob cups on there, I think is really great. And it also gives another like more like little inverted rainbows. It's like fetish rainbow bright, and I'm living for it. Yeah, this is hot tea for me. And also like the dripping jewels from As the Rain. It's so good.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I was a little bit like confused when she came out originally, but I do really enjoy it. The one little tiny detail that I wish, and it's fine because she ended up taking the raincoat off, but I do wish that the skirt didn't come below the raincoat before the reveal. It's just one of those like weird nitpicky things that I like. For me, just like my my little OCDs, I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't see the full reveal, or I wish I didn't see any of it before the reveal. But I agree with you completely, Randy. The craftsmanship on this is so well done. I really enjoy it. All of the colors together, I really appreciate. Just like it's a blur for the eyes in kind of the best way here. It's tea for me. I really enjoy Nini so far.
I adore this look. I mean, not the raincoat, the post raincoat one. I'm giving this a piping hot tea, bordering on chai tea grande. Actually, I kind of agree with Logan that I wish probably that the skirt didn't come on before the reveal. And thank God she took this hideous raincoat so fast. But also, ironically enough, latex on her, especially with this color combo, actually gives some rain protection as well, maybe even more than the overcoat did. So I'm not mad at this in the slightest. It's not a critique. I'm just like figuring out in my head whether if the boots were also in the same color palette as a continuation of the above look, would we like it even more? Maybe yes. Maybe it will push it to Chatty Grande for me, but it's not a critique in the slightest. I think white boots are also cool with that, and they also work as a combo with her ears / headphones / clouds, little clouds on her ears from which the rainbow pops out. But yeah, I love this take on rainbow, the inverted rainbow, the smile, the craftsmanship, and the color palette, which is completely non-conventional, which is going so far into teal territory, and we all know which is my first / second favorite color, so I'm not mad at it at all. Super hot tea. Grande.
All right. Then we have Jane Don't. Right? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna be doing this a lot. I'm sorry. I'm bad at names,
It's
y'all. I
Briar's
will say
blush.
that.
No, just kidding.
I honestly, this is one of those ones where I think this is still a T for me. It's cute. It fits her well. I honestly thought this was a little forgettable
Mhm.
in a way. It's just like it doesn't have, especially coming after Nini, and it's like and everyone else having these really big like in your face looks. To have this one like Jinx Monsoon reminiscent look. Because she is very Jinx Monsoon in this picture. I mean, with the hair, even the way that she's painting her face is very Jinx. And that's not a bad thing. It's a good homage, or Pacific Northwest girls. You know, but it was just kind of like it was pretty, and she did a good job. But it was just kind of like a little forgettable for me. So I'm going to give this like it's tepid tea.
I see where you're coming from with that. I think for me, I do enjoy it. It's tea. I think I forget who I saw and who was talking about this. But I think the one thing I would have loved to see is a black fishnet with this, because I think that really would have elevated the look a little bit more and kind of tied all the pieces together. Because I do like the dress. I do. I think it's fun. She's got this interesting element of whimsy to her drag that I really appreciate. Her fashion perspective is very unique. And I'm excited. She's another person that I'm really excited to see where she pulls from the fashion realm, and like where her perspective comes from for each runway category. But yeah, it's not my favorite entrance look by any means of the imagination. I do really like the headpiece. It's still a very good look though, so it's tea.
Yeah, when you're good to Jane is good to you. This is given very that a very Chicago somewhere production. I also don't really know how I feel about this look. This is one of those which has been hampered by this lighting in particular, because I think in full light it still reads better. Otherwise, in a dimly lit, it becomes all encroached altogether. I think I still give this, like almost an iced tea, because it does tell us what she's all about, and I think all of this decorative things on her on and about her are kind of good. It's giving maybe something like navy vibes as well, or like piratey. But yeah, I mean, Not exactly fan of this look in particular, but love her personality. So this is quite a cold tea.
Okay. Discord. This is one of my favorite, honestly, one of my favorite looks, the entry looks of all the entry looks. It is definitely giving high couture punk, especially a callback to like early punk with all of like the houndstooth, the argyle, the like almost like power clashing through everything. I absolutely love the ball and chain accessory that also is in the same fabrics and in the same color story. I absolutely love it is giving Discord. It's like she is putting what she is on the tin. And I absolutely love that. Um, like then also going back into the hair and having the animal print spray painted onto the wig is so good. But then the hair surrounding her face is nice and soft. Like that bang is a nice soft bang to go with like the honestly a pretty soft face. Like it's like she isn't painted super harshly here. She's painted very glam, very pretty, which makes this like so much of a glam punk that pushes the punk of this into glam a little bit more, and I'm here for it. Now, looking at this picture again, like in the little dress part of that, a lot of the straps do kind of lose her figure a little bit, but I'm not terribly mad at it, or it could just be the picture. But she looks gorgeous. And as I said, one of my favorite looks of the entrance look. So this is a hot tea.
I absolutely agree. This is one of my favorite entrance looks. I'm really intrigued by Discord. I think we're really going to see some fun, exciting fashion from her throughout this season. I mean, she's been trying to get on Drag Race for years. I've been interested in seeing her on Drag Race for years, so I'm excited to finally see her here. I really like the through line of this black houndstooth throughout the garment, seeing it on the cuff of the sleeve, seeing it on the base garment, seeing it on the boot, and then seeing all of the accessory fabrics that she's chosen with this. It's all so intentional without feeling intentional, and I really appreciate that. And I agree with you as well when it comes to the makeup, because she could have gone for a more exaggerated, harsher makeup, and the choice of a softer makeup here is so interesting, and I think it balances quite nicely. I really like this blonde hair as well um with the detail work in it. It's all just balanced really nicely. And then the spike ball and chain accessory in all of these plaid fabrics, it's so cool. I think this actually might be my favorite entrance look, just because she gets it. She really does get it. It's hot tea for me. I'm really excited to see what Discord brings for the rest of the season.
This is fucking Vivienne Westwood inspired dress. Well, yeah, it feels so good. She looks great. I love all the accessories. The spiky thing is genius. Maybe it is my favorite entrance look, and it also kind of reminds of Shea Colette construction worker look during the Pride Ball. All of it is so good, and the soft face is just so nice, and it's so different from what she will serve on later. So yeah, piping hot tea for me. Even Charity Grande, she made it herself. Charity Grande.
Nice. All right, continuing on. My mind just blanked.
This is Mia
Look,
Starr.
Mia Starr, thank
How
you.
could you forget the queen of the big backs, Mia Starr?
As I said, I'm sorry. I woke up late. I've only been up and this is my first coffee of the day. So I apologize to everyone for my empty brain. At least I'm cute. Um, Mia Starr, okay. At least I'm cute. I
That's
love
true.
this dress. It is very like I love the callback to Britney on this. I am a huge Britney Spears fan, like Britney Spears fan over here, and the fact that this is the Britney denim dress but made drag, I absolutely adore. Um, it was a nice big statement. Her makeup once again, like it's the makeup is nice. It's one of those ones. It wasn't like anything that took me out or aback. It just it kind of reminds me a little bit of like what I said about Athena's makeup, whereas like she's used to painting for bars or for stages and not painting for camera, and those are two very different beasts. But she looks really great. Yeah, so this is just a like not my favorite look, but it's not. I don't think the worst look. So this is just a T.
I really quite enjoy it. Mia is someone that I am really intrigued by. I quite enjoy her. What I like the most with this look is the proportions. I think she's proportionized in a really nice way. The shoulders with the size of the breasts we've got going on, with the size of the skirt going on, all of it looks really good. I like the mix of denim as well that we've got. All of it just looks really clean, really well done. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Mia. There's just something about her energy that I'm really really vibing with so far this season. This is tea for me.
Yeah, I love this look. This is denim on denim on denim done right. Love her makeup, and overall, I think it's solid tea. Not my favorite, but solid.
All right, let's moving on to the next entrance look, which is this is Darlene. Yes.
No,
Oh,
this
God,
is
brain. This
Didi
is Didi
Fuego.
Fuego. Didi Fuego. Oh my God. Brain is not braining, and I apologize. You know, you put me in the host position, I have other things to do, and then I lose a concept of the one brain cell. It's fine. It's fine. Um, this is like I thought this was cute. It's I do like I think the fit on the dress is interesting, especially because it's like the dress itself doesn't have like is this a latex dress? And like
I
the
don't
like I
think
don't think
so.
so. The fabric on the dress doesn't have great movement. So if you look at the top picture, like when she's actually moving her body, it makes these like weird, especially around the bust of this, these weird wrinkle moments. And that's just the fabric. Just it's like this dress, the top of the bodice of this dress should have been cut on the bias when it wasn't, is my guess. So it doesn't have great movement, and that's why it's doing that. I do like the skirt into the drapery of the skirt is really cute. And then the arm piece spiky boa. I don't know if it's a boa or if it's a piece of the costume. It's
I think it's a
interesting.
boa.
It's it's cute. It's given like sea anemone realness. You know, sea urchin realness. That's what I'm going to go with. Where it's like she looks. It's bright. It's colorful. It's spiky. Um, it's just this is one of the more bottom looks for me of the entrance looks. It's still a tea, but just kind of a cool cold tea.
Yeah, I think it's simple, clean, and really well done. I quite enjoy it. Um, I think it's fun. It gives a really cool idea as to who Didi is. Um, I like the spiky boa. I like everything going on with that. I do also love, and I found this out earlier this morning on Instagram. The shoes that she's got here are custom Betsy Johnson,
Ooh,
which I think are really cool. And she has a current ad campaign going on with Betsy Johnson as well with these shoes. So I think it's really cool. Love Betsy Johnson, one of my favorite designers, and love Didi Fuego. So for that alone, that it's tea for me. I will never disrespect Betsy Johnson.
that's fair.
No disrespect to Betsy. I think Betsy has done her job right, and Didi, well, she did what needed to be done. It's also on the lower end of my of entrance looks for me, but it's still like very very safe, warmish tea. Love this color on her. Love the spikes on her. She's not a mandatory meeting here, like some hateful fans on Twitter spat. So yeah, I mean, not, it's good. It's really good. It's just like It's not memorable, but for the entrance looks, it's all right. It's simple and it states her color. Did someone, said the F word, Fuego?
All right, Juicy Dion, the littlest Dion. That's why I will call her, because she is the baby Dion, because she is the granddaughter of Athena. This is I I personally don't enjoy this look. It's um the one, all the ruffles are just overpowering her. It's like you don't, like, when you look at the full body of this, you don't actually see her body, you just see ruffles. And if she would have kept with the neck ruffles, lost the bust ruffles, and just honestly, she just has to lose the bust ruffles, and I think this would be 1,000 times better. Maybe the bust and the thigh, but it's just, it to me, it just too, it's ruffles on ruffles on ruffles, and there's no juicy in there. It is all tulle and ruffles. Um, this wig, I don't like this hair. I don't like the cat wig hair. It's weird. And that this is probably a Randy thing, but honestly, I would, if she's gonna go with this big of a costume on her body, I think having a bigger hair would might have balanced this out, because right now it's just the hair being smaller. It just looks like she has two little points at the top of ruffles, and her head is completely gone. To do something to actually help accentuate the, like, her head, because her head is disappearing. I mean, her makeup is great. She knows how to paint, and I'll be talking about that later on too. But to me, this is honestly, for all the runway looks, this is actually my first bag, because I want to see more of her and less of the ruffles.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think this photo is necessarily doing any justice, because when her arms are out, again, it's a critique I'm going to give her twice in this episode. When her arms are out, I think the look is actually quite dynamic. But I do agree to an extent. I think the ruffles are really hiding a lot of her silhouette, kind of not accentuating her in the way that I want them to. And I think a lot of that just comes down to time and drag and understanding her body. I do think I do think she's got a good understanding of her body. Um I want her to have a better understanding of what looks really good on her body. And I think this dress looks really nice on Juicy. But I do agree. I would have lost a little bit of the ruffle. I would have lost this top ruffle on the top part of the dress, and maybe the ruffle on the neck. Because it ultimately shortens her a little bit. And I'm not loving the overall effect it has. I do love the color palette she's got going on. The colors look really lovely on her. I don't mind the wig as much as you do, Randy. I think it's cute. But I understand where you're coming from. It is giving live action cats, and for me that's a little like, yeah. So for me overall, it's gonna be a soft bag. Um, but like the softest, like a cashmere bag, like a satin bag. Because there are elements of this I do enjoy.
Well, for me, the elements I do enjoy are basically her face, her makeup, and kind of her wig. Yeah, I mean, shout out to PM for having horns. No, just kidding. These are not those horns. But yeah, the face is phenomenal. The rest does give it back, because these ruffles, they don't even swallow her whole. They just swallow each part of her body kind of unflatteringly. So she looks like, I don't know, three big rosebuds or rose bushes or hortensia concoctions or whatever, which are kind of disjointed and joined at the same time. And I'm not liking the overall shape. So although it's clearly her color and it looks very beautiful on her, I'm gonna give this a slight back, which probably has some stains of tea still on it.
All right, let's move it on to the next, and this is Vita, Vontesse. There's another name in there that I'm forgetting, but I know
Starr.
it's Vita. Starr. Vita Vontesse Starr.
Yes.
There we go. I was halfway there. Oh my god, this look is so fucking good. This is like one of the lionesses in Lion King on Broadway, but make it drag. And like she is serving up some like Nala realness. Like she is looking so fucking good. Like head to toe. I'm absolutely loving this African goddess look. Like the bodysuit fits perfectly. The overcoat is a really great choice on this because it's just then it's giving her some movement instead of just being a bodysuit. The makeup with the net with the headpiece with the necklace, all the accessories. I absolutely love this. This is hot tea.
I mean, she walked in and there was such a beautiful presence about her, and we knew there would be. Like, she's just this enigmatic girl. Like, this is hot tea. Every single element of this is so smartly put together, and so many different animal prints can come off busy and jumbled, and the way she has styled this all together looks so clean and beautifully put together. The bodysuit fits her within an inch of her life. The jewelry also adds on to just how clean and beautiful this looks. The head jewelry as well is gorgeous. The makeup is just absolutely stunning. This coat she just looks expensive and rich and gorgeous, and I love every single bit of it. Vita's someone to look out for. Vita is someone to look out for, and I can't wait to sing her praises again later on in this episode.
You should, because she absolutely devoured the main challenge. But this one is good. Yeah, this one is rich. This one is opulent. This one is at the same time like very all-encompassing, but not losing shape. All the prints are good. The look is good. The headpiece is great. So yeah, the makeup, especially with this like coming down chin, it's like so good and so ethnical for all the best reasons. Love this look. Love this look. I think it's going to be piping hot tea for me, and we'll save some Chetty Grande praises for later on.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on to Briar Bush.
Why are we recording her?
I love this outfit because it does, for an entrance look, it gives you everything that she is. Once again, kind of like with Discord, how she puts what she is on the tin. For Briar, literally her, like that's her on her dress, but this is giving that like a little bit of burlesque. It's giving sexy. It's giving vintage, and it's giving that like 1960s mod head to toe in the best way possible. Like the body is great. The dress is perfect. Yeah, I mean it's one of those ones where I love this look, and it was like, okay, cool, I know who you are. And so she's also gonna be one of those ones that it's gonna be interesting to see where she goes in this competition.
She ticks the boxes for me in so many great ways with her aesthetic. I love the 60s. I love this whole triptych kind of situation. She's an artsy girl. I can already tell. This entrance look just scratches that itch in the back of my brain, and I love every single bit of it. The color choices on this garment as well are so fun, and then matching it with the white glove and boot and the black hair is so fun. And then her makeup is so interesting as well because it's so minimalistic, but it complements her face so beautifully. Briar is someone that I'm really, really intrigued by. I quite enjoy her. I think she's quite delightful. Yeah, this is hot tea for me. This is another one of my favorite entrance looks. I really, really quite enjoyed it.
I do enjoy it as well. Face-wise, she looks like young Sophia Loren, which goes so well with her 60s aesthetic.
Yes, oh my god. I'm not going to be able to unsee that now, Micha, at all.
You're welcome. I mean, it's really all the colors go so well together. I'm wondering, it's also not a critique, it's just a thought experiment, whether her actual lips were blue, like all this electric blue, as one of her chest prints are. Uh, would it enhance the look, make it even better or not? Maybe will, maybe not, but as it is, it's still so good. Yeah, love everything. How the gloves are contrasted. Gloves and boots go together against her body and the dress, how it's shaped on her. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for Briar Blush. I think she's gonna go far this season, and this is absolute hot tea for me.
All right, let's move it along to Mandy Mango.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun.
dun.
I mean, this is very much like, as we were watching it, it is giving Nurse Joy. It's fully giving Nurse Joy, and it brings me joy. Um, Mandy is one of those people who, like, I honestly like everything I've seen of her. I'm like, I want you to go far because this entrance look, it does show exactly, once again, exactly who she is in the best camp kind of way. The fact that she's a nurse, she shows up in like a little cute nurse's outfit, going into having a mango in her hand, but also being in a mango color scheme, head to toe. Um, I just, I just love this mango Nurse Joy. Like it's, yeah, this is hot tea.
This is my girl. I clocked it the moment she walked in. I was like, Nurse Joy, Nurse Joy, Nurse Joy. I love it. 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 I love this look. This is piping hot tea for me. And I love the how referential it is to her being a nurse as well. There's just layer on layer on layer of reference here that just makes it so smart, so lovely. Um and the nod ever so slightly to having the Filipiniana shoulder as well. It's just a nod, but I really appreciate it as well. There's so many great parts of this look. The hair is so great. The color scheme is phenomenal. I love the way the skirt moved and flounced as she walked. It's just so smart. I love every bit of it. This is another one of my favorite entrance looks for sure.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I was so excited for Mandy from Meet the Queens, and this look did not disappoint in the slightest because it tells like three different stories and they all work together because it's all encompassing for her personality. She's indeed the nurse, she loves mango, she's Filipiniana, and it all combined goes so well together. I especially shout out to the wig. Yeah, this is genius. This pretzel foam just ties it all together, literally, because it looks like a tie. I love the colors. I love that it's still in the mango color palette from yellowish to sometimes reddish, orangish nuances of color. And yeah, she looks so damn cute in it, especially with that makeup and her cheekbones. Yeah, this is absolute hot tea for me.
All right, moving along to Sierra Mist. I I'm of two minds with Sierra Mist. Really, I think that this is one of my lower of the entrance look outfits. It does say who she is. It does give who she is. The actual dress itself, I think, is well made and it's cute and it's well done. The makeup, and this is very much a my personal aesthetic for makeup. I hate lips that are that overdrawn and then come up to the little smile points. Like that is just one of my bugaboos. I don't like that lip. I know, and I know some queens who do it and do it beautifully, but whenever I see the lip, I'm like, oh god, just why? It makes you look it makes it's more clown esque, and yeah, so that's a Randy issue. Not this is not done skillfully issue because this is done skillfully. It's just not my personal favorite. Um, The actual dress actually fits her nicely, especially since it is a rigid fabric. It looks like a hard cast bosset corset with the panier and bustle with everything underneath it to give that kind of like rotting pumpkin because it's January and Halloween was months ago, so those pumpkins would be that rotted. Um, Look and aesthetic. So overall, do I think it's badly executed? No. Is it for me? Also, no. It is not for me. So I'm going to give this a bag just because I recognize that it does look good. I do recognize that it's well done. It's not for Randy's.
I quite enjoy it. I think it's a fun look. It's not my favorite entrance look, and I think the big reason why is simply just because I like where it's going in several many perspectives. I think it's a bit jumbled. I think there's a few too many elements going on with the overall look. Because you've got the headpiece, which is really nice, going into the wig, which is nice, and you've got this like black latex like glove shoulder piece, which is nice, and then this asymmetric corset piece, which is also nice. You've got the pumpkin panier, which is a lovely alliterative phrase, and then you've got the latex like leggings with then like tendrils coming off of the pumpkins. Like I would have just taken a couple of elements away just to add a little bit of clarity of concept to the look. I still like it. It's going to be a tepid tea for me overall, because I think things do work together, and I do really like the makeup here because I think the makeup, for it being big and over the top, does in a way kind of tie things together in an interesting way. And I do really like Ciara's perspective and point of view. So I quite enjoy this. I just would have, one or two elements, maybe take the tendrils off at the bottom, um, and maybe take away this like black choker piece potentially, and just leave with the black latex glove. I think that maybe like freeing up the neck and the shoulders maybe would have added a little bit to it. I don't know. It's still a tepid tea for me though.
First of all, yeah, the color palette itself is kind of very divisive, even for me. I don't know what to think about it. It looks like if she was collecting aubergines, like eggplants, and something went terribly wrong. It's like look like an harvest explosion of sorts. Um, but by the same token, I kind of enjoy it. I think she's true original. And spoiler alert: when we get to what she created on the runway, I would be like much more sure of what I'm thinking about her. But here it's like, yeah, I'm still giving this a tepid tea because I love the structure and the silhouette, but I don't like the overall effect which is giving to me.
Yeah, that's fair. So let's moving on to the next. Now we're to Darlene. I don't know why
This
I
is Darlene.
mix up her and Dee Dee. I don't know why.
Mm.
I thought this was fun, and what I think also is really funny is one of my friends here in town met Darlene when she went under the name of Trash.
I remember that. Yep.
Like the local performer Hypoxia here in Tucson knew Darlene when Darlene was Trash. That's funny. The fact that's like, okay, cool. I'm one degree removed from Darlene.
Same.
Here I do love this like look that fits her character because Darlene is giving that like from the beginning, giving that Southern Belle kind of character here, and this is giving that. This is giving the Miss Greentown like that, like the Harvest Queen in like Tennessee kind of feeling with all the yellows. The yellows and greens are a really great color for her. It looks phenomenal on her. The the big blonde wig, I wish maybe was a shade darker of a blonde, maybe not that bright of a blonde, because her face does kind of get lost in all of that hair. Um, but either having a little bit more of a um, darker shadow color for her contour around the wig line to help bring her face out a little bit, or having it be a little bit darker because it's like she is getting into the territory that Rue has a lot of times with blonde wigs of the wig is floating behind her and she's bald.
Mm.
Is almost that the what brings it away from that is the bow. The bow actually helps break up that monotony to actually where it looks like it's sitting properly on her head. See, and then once again, it may be a little bit like I don't know what the actual fix is this here, fix of that is, but I think maybe a slightly darker of a blonde, or more of like a strawberry blonde could have actually worked well with the yellows and the greens as well. But other than that, I thought this was cute. This is a hot tea. This is just cute.
Yeah, I think this is it's certainly an interesting perspective. And I quite enjoy that from Darlene. I think we're gonna get some really fun, really cool drag from Darlene this season, and I'm really excited to see that. Um I think the color palette here is interesting. Um my big difficulty with the overall ensemble, it comes down to mixing warm and cool colors, because most of the garment is very warm toned. You've got the warm greens and the warm yellows, and then all of the accessories, the hair, the makeup is all cool tone, because you've got this cool blonde. You've got all of the, like, the corn she's holding is all cool toned. So there's a bit of a contrast, and I do agree with you about the wig, Randy. I wish that the wig was a little bit darker and a warmer toned blonde to kind of offset that, like, looks like she's kind of standing in front of a wig effect. Um I do just wish things, were a little bit more coordinated overall. Because even the white shades that she's got going on between the glove and the garment itself are a little bit different, and so it's throwing me just a little bit. It's still a tepid tea because I think the concept is really, really fun, and that kind of outweighs my little nitpicking kind of things that I have just slight issues with.
I do have some. I don't know. This is does give me way too much. Probably Dolly Parton that I would have loved. Yes, it's kind of dragged up, but kind of not enough. And all this like corny stuff. I don't know. I just give this a slight bag. I do enjoy the silhouette, but I also don't know what to make of it because on one hand it does describe her well. On the other hand. Uh, I don't know. This is kind of tacky. I'm so sorry. Not exactly in a good way. And I don't think her makeup works for her because it like not only it does age her, which is not necessarily a problem, but this is like a character mm, which is look-wise kind of hard to vibe with, and especially like why this double breast cups, which are like fake breast cups, which basically looks like double napkin on your breastplate.
Well, they're two bows, yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of throwing me off a bit. So this is not going to be a slide back, just a slight one. But yeah.
All right. Then
Mikey.
Mikey. You say it twice. That's the name. Um, this one, I once again, this is in the. I think she is like. I think this look is okay. It's one of those ones where I'm like, oh, this was a little like. It's still a T. It fits her well. It looks really good. It's a compared to everyone else. It's a little forgettable. Um, it's everyone's bringing in these big looks, and the same as I thought for Jane Don't. This is a good like walk around the bar kind of look, and not a big like. I like to think of the almost like the entrance look as like show me some of your best drag, and this is just kind of and almost like meh. It's good. If the color's great on her, her makeup is great. I love the feathers of it all. Compared to everyone else, it's just a little, forgettable. It's still tea. It's still a good look. As I said, it's just for me a little bit like cool, awesome.
Yeah, I understand that. I think it's a solid look. I definitely enjoy it. I like the color. I think the color looks really good on her. I like the wig. It's giving a little bit of Priscilla Presley. And I'm never mad at a Priscilla Presley reference. The makeup is good. I like the little feather detailing on the cuff and on the hem of the dress. Yeah, overall it's cute. It's lovely. It's tea. I'm not mad.
Yeah, this is one of our collective favorite colors, so it's hard to be mad at this. This looks good on her. This looks like some nebulous astrological situation about this. Very weird stars, but why not? Her makeup is genius. Yeah, I love it. Love Primark long before even the Me Too Queens dropped. And yeah, Myki, whom you can call Myki, is getting like a very safe, strong, warm tea from me.
Love it.
All right, and that is, I believe, all of the entrance looks.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and moving on to the challenge, the main stage look right here, starting with Athena. And I think this is cute. It does a really good job with the reuse of material. Once again, I don't know what the day is like for them at this point, but her makeup, she needs to powder. Her makeup is shiny. And she definitely and that I noticed that in while watching it too. Just a layer of powder would go a long way. It's once again painted a little too like I would like to see a little bit of a softer paint from her. She's giving high glamour, and I would love to see like a little bit of a little more of a softness in that mug because it's almost like a mask right now of paint of makeup. Not that it's not well done. It's just it needs a little bit softening. It needs a little bit more blending, especially if you look at our forehead right there. That there is a line between the highlight and the shadow.
Mhm.
And I have a feeling this is probably going to be my critique of her for the whole time. Um, the rest of the outfit I think is really great. The look as a whole is a T. The big hair with the big bow, it matches, and also the big hair matches the big hard skirt, like the big hard skirt that she's wearing, like the Jane Jetson-esque skirt. I do like it. Once again, my own bugaboo. She needs a breast pad. She doesn't need a breastplate, but having some breast pads in there, I know that she probably doesn't want to wear a bra with that, but you can get a halter bra or something like that to hold the pad there. I know she probably wanted that, or she could even double-sided carpet, pasty tape those things in. I think it would have pushed the look a little bit more, a little bit better to fill it out a little bit because it just looks like flat against her chest. Um, but other than that, this look is tea.
Yeah, I agree with your critique there for sure. I think a little bit of a breast form would have elevated the look just ever so slightly. Makeup, I think at this point in the day, she probably had been in face for at least 3 or 4 hours minimum. By the time they were standing on the main stage, probably more closer to 4 or more hours. So I understand what you mean there for sure. But for having a shower curtain, it's a cute look. I think it's a soft tee for what she had to use and what she grabbed. I like the coordination with the bows and the flowers. I think what she's done with the materials that she was given is quite cute. It's definitely giving Miami vibes, so I'm not mad at it. I like the big hair with this as well. It's cute.
Okay, it is cutish, but as I mentioned before, I kind of preferred her entrance look to this. No shade, but all know it's a design challenge, and Athena, being a very responsible person, took 25 sewing lessons before coming to Drag Race. And luckily it shows, because I don't think that the shower curtains are the easiest materials to work with. And she's done a great job with it. So, yeah, I think this is like decently soft tea. Decently soft tea, much softer than her makeup in this light.
Got that. All right, let's move it on to DD Fuego. You know, don't put her in a microwave. She is liable to cause fire. Um, this is not one of my favorite. Like, I get that like she was given these thermal blankets to work with, or that's what she chose to work with in the thing. Um, which I think using that she did a great job. Actually, the silver part of this I'm not mad at. I think it's actually really cute. What I don't like is I don't like this bodice. This bodice doesn't look like it's actually like fit. It looks almost too big for her. So it looks like that she is just like kind of sitting out stiff with her in it. Like it feels like there's probably a good 2 to 3 inch gap between her body and the garment itself. And like, and I could totally be wrong, but that's what it looks like from the pictures. That's what it looks like when when I was watching it. Um, if this was just like a little bit tighter on her, a little bit more like, yeah, if it was just a little bit more well fit. That's my main problem with this, is just a little ill fit. Um, like her face is good, her hair is good. I think like, yeah, it's just I'm not mad at the design, I'm mad at the fit of the design on this.
I'm mad at the design. Um I'll be honest. This is not a great look for me. I understand that we had the 3 looks in the bottom that we did, but honestly, I think I probably would have put Dee Dee in the bottom 3 over one of the other looks. It's a bag for me. It's a tinfoil bag, it's an aluminum bag, it's a Jiffy Pop bag for me. I'm not vibing with this, unfortunately. It's giving, the Jiffy Pop bag exploded version of our dear sweet Jiggly Caliente's baked potato look. Um not I'm not loving it. I don't like the way that this that all of the silver has kind of expanded, and like I don't like the way it flowed on the runway. I don't like the bodice with it. I don't like the hair with it. I'm sorry. I love Dee Dee, but I just don't like the look.
Well, this look is really kind of hard to love. This is the dress only its mother could love. This goes on with hot potato couture. This legendary tradition started all the way back in season 4 by Jiggly, rest in power. But yeah, I think I'm getting where she was going for with it. But to be very honest with you, as I told our colleagues yesterday, I probably would have swapped one of the bottom places for Didi in particular. I think this is a potato bag for me. Sorry.
And one question I just want to ask Dee Dee is, do you know how long it takes a potato to cook in the oven in foil? It's a while. Take off the foil, put it in the microwave.
Mm.
Mandy Mango. Or as RuPaul will say, mango.
Just mango.
Just mango. This this is one of the ones where if I could have she was on par with Dee Dee for me with looks, as like you could have swapped her or Dee Dee out in the bottom, and it would have been like, okay. I'm not mad at like the burlap of it all. And I'm actually not mad at the construction of the skirt itself. It's because the silhouette she has is still a very couture silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
Very couture silhouette. Where she where she messed up was the flowers. The flower placement is weird. It's like honestly, it's like if she would have shown a little bit of restraint and not put flowers absolutely everywhere, I think it would have been better. Like instead of doing all around the bust line that she has, if she just would have had it like at her cleavage, like at the points before it goes out. Um, I think that would have been better. A big flower on her hip instead of all the way on the dress. Like it, if she would have done that, I think she would have been giving like burlap, like either burlap or lunch bag. But I picked flowers for you, and that's what it's in. Look, instead of this burlap, and I just stuck flowers on here because I needed to do something. Look, as I said, it's like it was almost good, but it wasn't. So this is kind of it's a burlap sack for me.
I I see where she was going with this look. Um I actually would have probably swapped Mandy with Dee, to be honest with you, because I think there's a little bit more clarity of concept with Mandy's look than Dee's. And I think somehow this is a bit cleaner despite the burlap kind of strings coming off of it. Because I actually do think the silhouette that Mandy's created here is a little bit stronger. It's going to be a soft bag from me still. I'm not the world's biggest fan of it, because I do agree with, I think it was Jane in Untucked, or it might have been Vita, saying to like lose the flowers at the bottom, because those tendrils at the bottom aren't needed. But like this silhouette she's made is actually quite nice. And it does look nice on her. My biggest qualm with it is actually just this big rose headpiece that for me makes no sense with the actual garment. Like you've got the burlap and you've got all these pink flowers, and then you've just got this big rose headpiece that makes no sense with the rest of the garment for me. And I kind of wish she had lost that to do anything else with it. So it's a soft bag, but I wouldn't have put her in the bottom three.
Yep, same for me. Definitely would swap Didi for her. I think that I actually kind of enjoy where she was going in this look. My problem is literally that this burlap doesn't necessarily go with these flowers. If it was like something slightly different, if the flowers were of the same color or that her headpiece, it would be so cool. If it was like maybe it would work better. Or if the burlap instead would be like, rotting chair, which is kind of close material, but still a bit different and vividly different, also color wise. It would have worked. I'm still not mad at this. I still think that some silhouette was achieved. Although I'm also not in love with the headpiece like you, Logan. And maybe some of the flowers should have been dropped. So for that reason, I'm still giving this a soft tea. Not exactly bad.
I still think that this was one of my favorite Cardi B moments of the episode. Of
Mm-hmm.
the dress is ugly, but you're pretty.
I love it.
That was like one of my favorite one of my favorite critiques from her. Also, I do have to shout out Cardi B was so far, and from like me watching Drag Race now, watching Drag Race in the past, honestly, favorite guest judge. I she needs to come back because she, while truthful and on the harsher end of critiques, never gave anything that was belittling whatsoever. And so I did want to give that a shout out because she did give the reasons why she didn't like it, and was also just charming when she did it. I love I'm not the biggest fan of hip hop. I'm not the biggest fan of rap. I love Cardi B. All right. This look. I believe for Darlene, I believe when I watched this, I my phrase was somebody stole page three's wig and sleep mask.
Yep.
it's this look is giving very much page 3 from UK. Um, just not done as well. Um, I feel like the hair needs like I like this color blonde on her, or however she did her makeup differently from the entrance to here makes this wig work really well. I kind of wish the hair was a tiny bit bigger to go along with how big that sleep mask is, because the sleep mask is nearly like over, like it's overtaking the top of the wig a little bit. Um, this look, it's cute. That's, it was safe, and I could see why it was safe. It wasn't anything groundbreaking. It wasn't earth shattering. She did a good job making it. But yeah, it's cute. It's very like sleepy doll.
Yeah, it's cute enough. It's right on the line for me. Because I think the length is a bit of an issue for me. I wish it was a bit longer. The accessories are cute. I still think I'm gonna bag it, unfortunately, because I think there's just a few. I wish there were a few elements that were a bit better. It's not a perfect look. It's not bad by any means. Um, but I don't love the neck, this pink neck piece either. Yeah, there's some things I would have tweaked. So I'm gonna bag it, but I really like Darlene.
Well, personality, right? Her personality is great. This look I'm also not in love with. This is also kind of, cute doll, going a bit kind of on the verge of somewhat creepy. And although I love the colors and the pastels, I'm not necessarily in love with the execution and the way that her crotch area was there the whole time. I don't think necessarily worked with this dress. So for that, I'm giving this a slight bag. Sorry,
All right, moving along. Briar blush. Um, Once again, I thought this was cute. It was like safe. It like in the end, talked to her saying like her bringing up the fact that she made the corset or had the corset, that wasn't all just hot glued.
Mhm.
Okay, whatever, girl. I'm honestly, it's cute. It's not groundbreaking. I do like the pink Catwoman of it all. She is given like some pink 1966 Batman hair villain. Um, it's very showgirly. It's like just a normal tee.
Yeah, it's simple, it's clean, it's well done. All of the elements work really well together. I don't really have a whole lot else to say about it. It's tea.
that was short and sweet. I'm not in love with the headpiece. The rest of it, I don't mind at all. I think her tattoos and body paint go pretty well with this look. Um, as, I don't know why. For some reason, especially Briar talking quite a big game about her skill set and her looks in particular. I was kind of expecting more, and this is really slightly busy, but not in the places I would love to. This is still softy for me as well. Love the color. I'm not sure about the decisions that are taken, but the execution was pretty nice, apart from the headpiece.
Moving along. Okay, juicy. This is like I can see why this is one of the two bottom looks. Honestly, it is. There's nothing here. Yes, there's some pleating and ruching on the bra. The arm, like the arm flaps, are cute. Honestly, it's like I if she would have done a mid thigh length skirt with a little bit of crinoline, I think that would have been cuter. But it's like it's as Logan has said in the past, is this fashion or is she skinny? And this is a she's skinny, because there's no body illusion here. The I the headpiece thing, even though I do love a spit curl coming outside of a headpiece, this not it's not given what I think what she thinks it's giving. And I do agree with what the with one of the judges said, how that the neck ruff is just taking away her neck. It's separating, it's giving that hard line separating her head and her body. She knows how to do makeup. Sure, her face is stamped. She does have good makeup skills, but design skills, and sewing skills, not so much. This is a big old tea bag for me.
It ain't good. It ain't good at all. It's a bag. It's a bag. It's a bag. This would have been bottom 2 for me. It's just not good. It's not good. Conceptually, it's it's cute. It fits into Juicy's brand, which I at least appreciate. But like, it's a bandeau top, a skirt that doesn't fit her, and 2 pieces of fabric coming off of the bandeau top. That's it. Baby, no. No.
Yeah, this was very far from my favorite look as well. I mean, yeah, the colors look cute on her. An uncanny homage to Facilicious' first ever design look on Calendar 3 is also appreciated, without flowers looking like a rare blood disease or vice versa. But this is a slight bag, fortunately. I don't think that I think this outfit can actually be transfixed to some people who are not exactly skinny, but it would just look as unflattering on them as they look on hers. Mm-hmm. So for that reason, it's a bag.
All right, moving on next to Kenya Pleaser, and this outfit is no, you cannot. While watching this in the workroom and her going, I forgot to get fabric. As someone who is a sewist, that would be my worst nightmare. I do appreciate her coming on and going, I know what I look like. I know this is bad. I know I can do better. And just I could feel her disappointment in herself. Because this is a bag. This is, this is her trying to take lemons and make lemonade, and then realizing she didn't have sugar. So yeah, I know, like, I can't wait to next week to see what she can bring that is better. It's, the skirt just looks like it was, I found this tool, let's put a waistband on it, to the let's see what I can actually do with this bra, to, like, it was very much of a holy shit, I forgot a thing, let me try to put it together. So yeah, I mean, she knew she was in the bottom. I agree, this is a bottom look. This is a bag for me.
I love Kenya. I love Kenya. No. 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 Micha?
Yeah, we all know what I'm gonna say. No, this is not the tea. This is not tea, a tea, the tea, any type of tea.
No.
I'm so sorry. Love you, Kenya. You were trying to sell it. You knew it didn't work. You were trying to sell the living hell out of it. The presentation was there, but the look was not. Unfortunately, it's a bag.
Yeah, but good for her for showing that she can try to sell anything. Because she did, her runway was actually fun to watch, but it was also fun just her going, I know what I look like, I'm just going to sell it. I did appreciate that. Moving along. Ciara Myst. And to me, this is Ciara Missed. Ciara Myst. Um, Once again, it's the same issues I have with the makeup. The hair, I would have honestly loved a different. This hairstyle isn't bad. I would have loved a fantasy color hair with this, not just blonde, but like if it was like a complementary green, I think would have elevated this so much. The I like the metal looking armor of this, but underneath I don't like the yellow jumpsuit underneath because that just it doesn't make design like this outfit doesn't make design sense to me. It just looks like I want to be a weird alien, let me be a weird alien instead of actually having something that makes design sense. So another bag for me.
I'm gonna disagree. I quite enjoy this. I do agree with you on the hair, though. The hair kind of throws me off. I wish it was that electric blue like she has in the legging. I think that would have been kind of fun, or even black. I think would have been interesting to see. Um, the garment itself, I actually think is quite well done. Um, construction wise, based on what she had, I think it's quite well made for the time frame that she's got. It's clean. It's one of the cleaner and better made looks, so I'm really not mad at it overall. The finishing is where things could have been improved, but overall I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna give it a soft T.
Actually, oh yeah, finally disagreement. I actually enjoyed this look vastly more than both of you. For so much, in fact, that I would have swapped one of the top 3 placements for Ciara here. I think this is phenomenal. This looks kind of if she was Dawn's godmother from Dawn's space race. The race of dawns in space. Not exactly the space race like on spaceships, but who knows? And I love that she mixes this space aesthetic with basically metallic wasp and Ukrainian color flags color. Yeah, this is so good for me. This is piping hot tea. I really love the construction. I really love how the metallic elements are conjured with those colors. Maybe I would have changed slightly the wig, because it does look like if the alien has landed into a barn full of hay. But hey, this is not necessarily a bad thing. So this is piping hot tea for me.
All right. And Janet don't. I honestly I can see why this is one of the top looks. There is a lot going. There is a lot of construction in this garment that I think is really well done. From the jacket with the flower like the made flowers on the shoulder to the bodice and the skirt, I think are all very well done. I love this kind of hair. The makeup, I once again, so far in the season, I just want people with a slightly more blended makeup look. That her cheek to me was a little harsh. That was a little bit too harsh of a line, but it does go with the rest of the look really, really well. Um, I can definitely see why this was one of the top looks. This is hot tea.
I think it's episode 1 as well. They're still learning how their makeup, is showing up on camera with stage lights and everything like that. So I do agree with that, but I think it was more of an adjustment to see how things look on camera and things like that. So if it persists, I hope the judges give her that critique. But for episode 1, I'm not too bad at seeing an overpaint. I personally would rather see that. And it does work for the look. I agree with you on that. I think this is so smart, so good. It's very reminiscent of what we just saw from Van Gogh this week on Canada with the Paris Spring Summer look. Similar concept, kind of execution. I really quite enjoy this look. I love the spiky shoulder pieces. The wig is quite nice. Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's hot tea for me.
Mhm. This is actually the look I would probably have swapped from the top three. And now, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it quite a lot, and I see the insane amount of work which has gone into it. It's really, really well constructed. I'm just not sure what the idea was behind it because um, it's a great garment which kind of boxes her up a little bit. And even with the shoulders, I'm not exactly sure what she was going for. Actually, the makeup, I don't mind at all. I think it's fine. Yeah, and with the wigs, I agree with you fully. The adjustments will be there. It's just, it's a greatly constructed garment. I can't decipher the idea of it. So for me, it's still T. It's obviously it's a T, but just not exactly top three look. Maybe it's my fifth favorite of the week, but it's good.
Okay. All right. Mia Star. Yes, yes. Okay. Hey, I got it. I got it in one. Woo. Okay. This one, it's. I actually thought this was really cute. With the two-toned everything, with the boots, the corset being two-toned with the check patterns, the bra, everything being two-toned, I thought was actually really cute. Like this is really cute. Um, I I can see why it was not top two, but safe because it is very like I would say a safe look because everything, it's very well put together, cohesive. It wasn't that big wow moment of you just made this. It was just like okay, cool. This looks really good. So this is T.
Yeah, I quite enjoy it as well. This would have been top 5 for me actually, and I really quite enjoy this from Mia. Black and white is a very classic combination, so it's kind of hard to do it wrong, and I think that was a really smart way for Mia to go about this challenge, knowing that she's not she's not a sewist. This is not her bread and butter challenge, but she did quite a good job with this. And what I appreciate the most is the mix of textures that she has going on throughout the garment. This lovely neck piece with the necklace that adds a little bit of textural difference. You've got the bra with the corset with the skirt, and then the two-toned thigh high boot. Like it all just works really well together. The wig is really cool. um I wish there was a little bit of a bump in the wig, maybe just to add a little bit of volume there, because it is just a little flat on the head. And I know that is the style of the wig, but I wish it was just, just a little bit more going on there. The makeup is good, clean, solid as well. It's tea. I really did enjoy this look.
I'm all with you. I love this look. I think it's great for a constructed garment. It's super cool. And Miesta not exactly being like a designer. It's great. All the contrasts of black and white are so well thought out, where they make the strategically pleasing clash of the patterns, sometimes clash of the colors, clash of the patterns. It all works out so well on her because yeah, all the shoulders go well with your hips. The boots are great. Each one is black, which one is white. The corset. So yeah, I love it. I love it in this entirety. Actually, it's piping hot tea for me.
All right, moving along to Nini Coco. Honestly, like this is I can see why was the winning look. I can see why this is the winning look. It is it does really great things for her body shape. Like it does it accentuates her chest and her hips in a really nice way with and also then accentuates her bust with but D accentuates her shoulders, which is a really nice way of doing a really nice way of doing that, of bringing the eye in more towards the center of the body instead of the outer of the body, which is really nice. And then it's kind of what's nice about the hips, it does the opposite on the hips. It brings your eyes to the outside of her hips instead of towards center line. So you do get this really nice hourglass shape from this garment. Um, like honestly, like the construction, the using of the gift bags, I thought like honestly great ingenious use of that. Um, I think it's funny the queen's reading her backstage for everything being zip tied together. I'm like, hey, as long as it looks good on a stage, it doesn't matter how it's constructed. It's staying on her body and not falling off and looks really good. And that's like, I have been in numerous a show where someone made a costume for me and a stiff wind would have blown that costume to pieces. But it stayed on my body and it looked great on stage. So it is that's sometimes what it is. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but her makeup, the hair, the makeup, the costume, everything just flowed so well together. I can see why this is the winner. Honestly, this is going to be my first chai tea grande of the season.
Her. Yeah, it's so clean. It's so smart. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's like the geometric quality of this is so beautiful. It's so fun. And getting the redemption for Lala Ree and the bag look as well on top of that kind of just adds this beautiful bit of Drag Race lore. And I love that Nini is now part of the Drag Race lore in that regard. I think it's quite delightful and fun to see. I love the color on her as well. This bright orange really does stand out on her skin. I think she looks gorgeous. Um it's so delightfully good. This is piping hot tea.
This is indeed. I adore this look. I think literally what you all just said. First of all, working with this material, being the only girl to go into that direction, somehow honoring the before shapes of the sisters of yesteryear, like say season 8 book ball, or like even Canada 3 design challenge where we had chaos also having this like paper leaves, and this one looks so good for her. This is her color. This is her brand. And yeah, Nini from the horse's mouth saying that she's redoing Lala Ree's look, honoring Lala, and doing it so well. I especially love, as I said it yesterday during the recap, I can't help looking at this, having rewatched the episode again and again. This teeny tiny leaf as a headpiece on her head. It's just so beautiful. Yeah, this is Chatty Grande for me. This is what minimalism done right.
Okay, moving on.
To another.
Ugh,
Oh,
ugh, ugh. Okay.
she did what needed
It's,
to be
I
done.
mean, it was like one of the judges said that looks like someone told her, bring your best drag and not make a garment out of reused materials.
Mm-hmm.
Because the umbrella, like with the umbrella, like the umbrella all the way through and around. This is high fucking drag, and
Mm-hmm.
I live for it. She knows how to construct things. The fact that she making the all of the umbrella stripes on her body are at diagonals is smart because that draws the eye in and it creates so much movement. Having the thing go cut across from across one and then coming off her body is so good. I had the jewelry with it. She looks rich. She looks rich in her entry look, but she looks richer here. Like, this is so good. This is, it's like she was like, "Oh, I'm going to be in a Tim Burton movie. Excuse me while I make it better." That's what this is. This once again, the two top looks for me are both chai tea grandes. Just so good.
This is it's delicious. It's piping hot tea. It's so delightfully wonderful. I it's masterful the way she was able to put all of these things together. If I were to nitpick, it does look ever so slightly busy in certain areas. Just ever so slightly. I would have maybe taken a couple of the details away for me. Just a couple of the details on the actual dress itself, but it's still so masterfully done. It's so good, so deserving of the top 2 placement. Perfect. wonderful, phenomenal.
Absolutely agree. This is one deserved top two looks, and also cool. This is another black and white look which goes so well, so well. Yeah, I mean, this is Charity Grande for me. Second in a row, gorgeous look, gorgeous shape, gorgeous detailing, and the look on her face, knowing what she achieved. Masterful, chef's kiss. Love it, love it, love it. Vita.
All right, moving right along. Bacardi, what did you think of my look?
Mm.
Discord's look, it's one of those ones where it was pretty, great use of everything. I can see why it wasn't a top look, and I have a feeling the producers went, hey, all the preseason drama and rumors that were going around, let's give her the villain at it, because that's
Mm.
what it feels like for this. And her obsession with Nini, I don't understand. Why is she obsessed with Nini? But this was really great. I did like it. I don't know if I really love the slicked back hair. I would have maybe liked like a bump or something with a little bit of like the feathers, or with, I think this is feathers, not pampas grass.
It's pampas
In the
grass.
It is pampas grass.
Yeah,
Um,
it's all pampas grass.
okay. Once again, as I said, I'll look over at Canada. Pampas grass is a great substitution for feathers, because it looks like this. You can fool the eye and think, oh, is that feather? Um, if she would have had a little bit of a bigger hair with a little bit of like a fascinator or something in there, I think it would have brought the look up a little bit more, instead of this like it's not quite it's sitting in this like middle place for me between high fashion and showgirl dance costume, and to where it's beautiful and I love it, but it's something, it needs to have something done to elevate it up to where she wanted it to be. So this is a hot tea.
I agree completely. It's so fashion and I really appreciate it. This was definitely a top 5 look for me as well. Um I like the bare exposed leg. It's very different from anything else we had seen thus far from Discord, and I really appreciate that. The slick back hair is really cool. The way she was able to manipulate the pampas grass as well to create this effect is just really, really cool and chic, and I absolutely love it. And it still speaks to her brand, and I think it's so fun and cool. This is piping hot tea for me.
Yay. I would say this is like definitely very hot tea for me, warm to hot. This is one of my top, I don't know, like definitely top half favorite looks. I also see the production hands because during the entire first day, Discord were basically piling on Nini. And there was like, okay, let's just hit this rivalry a bit. Now we can do this. And yeah, I mean, the look itself is great. The look itself is great. It's clean. It's kind of simple, but not simply constructed. It looks effortless, while being kind of hard to do. The makeup, this is fantastic because I like it. It's just completely something I wouldn't have expected from Discord. Going with her before the season started, going from her Instagram, from the Meet the Queens, and it's very interesting and it's intriguing me because she's given to some Drag Race España school of drama with your facial expressions and makeup overall. But yeah, this is piping hot tea for me. This is clean, fashionable, simple look, deceptively simple looking.
Right, moving along. So Myki, Myki Meeks. All right, this was cute. That's all I have to say about this. It's like this goes along with like when I'm hosting shows and there's drag queens in the show. I always make a couch joke because I always say you can't trust a drag queen around your couches because the cushions are going to go missing. Well, in Mikey's case, this is going to be like the both the cushion and all of the fabric's going to go missing because it's going to be on the body. Um, is this anything to super write home about? No. She looks cute. The makeup's good. The hair's good. It's just good all around. I can see why she was safe. it's a safe look.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wish the skirt fit a little bit better, and it was, created a little bit better. Otherwise, though, I'm really not mad at the look overall. I think the mix of fabrics is really cute. The color palette is cute on her. I like the wig. I like the makeup. Overall, yeah, like you said, it's cute. It's well put together. She looks good in it. It's a solid, tepid tea for me.
Yeah, kind of same. I'm not in love with the skirt, but I really love what she's done with the cape and with the upper part, like shoulders up, or maybe breasts, breasts up. I love this blue on her. Love how it rhymes with her makeup, with the eyeshadow. Love the neck situation because it's really cool. It's like both kind of a handkerchief and the tying all together with the cape. And the cape in the movement looked great. I just think the skirt kind of feels like an afterthought. That's what makes this look pretty average overall for me, all the runway. But this is still like a decent warm tee for me.
Right. And that's all that we got for this. So, yeah, I think so
Good for
far for the
us.
beginning of the season, I think this was like a lot of good. I'm happy. I'm glad that no one went home, to at least give everyone a little bit more of a chance to be seen, have their personality shown a little bit more, and see like if they had a bad, like if this first week was a bad week, let's see what a good week looks like, kind of feel.
Right.
So, so yeah, that is it. I'm going to have Logan take the outro because I am not as comfortable with the outro as I am with the intro.
No worries. Thank you all for joining us for this lovely, fantastic look over here episode for episode 1 of season 18. Make sure you are checking out all of our content across the Cup Network. All the links for those are in the description below. Make sure to subscribe if you've not already. Check out everything we have going on. Make sure to check out all of our drag race coverage for both season 18 and Canada's Drag Race season 6. You can check out our merch at lonagcreations.z.com. Link is in the description below and that lovely QR code up in the top right corner. Go check out another video while you're at it. It could be our season 18 recap. It could be Canada's Drag Race stuff. Whatever it is, make sure you are watching another video and supporting us, and we greatly appreciate it. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. So, bye.
Bye.